Welcome back, everybody.
Or if you guys are new here, my name is Michelle.
And I'm Jose.
And this is our food and travel channel.
So we're currently in Hawaii, and today we're going to be taking a little bit of a day trip. So where are we going?
So we're currently on the island of Oahu, and we are actually going to take a flight over to Kauai.
Yes, I've never been. It's been a long time. Last time you went?
Oh, I think the last time I went, I was in elementary school.
Yeah, and I've never been. So this is going to be pretty cool. We're going to be taking video of everything that we can and have some fun.
Yeah, so come along with us as we check out the garden aisle.
Yep. All right.
After a quick 23-minute flight, we're now in Kauai.
Yes.
At the Lihue Airport.
Mm-hmm.
And we just picked up our rental car and we're going to go explore.
Yeah, explore and get something to eat. I'm actually hungry. It was a quick flight. I thought it was going to be longer than that. But then again, though, all the islands are semi-close to each other. So I should have known that already. But anyways, yeah, let's go grab some food and we'll go around exploring.
Let's go.
So while driving around, we came across this really cute town. So what is it called?
It's called Kapa. And apparently it is the most populated town here on the island of Kauai.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it has some beautiful views, as well as the center of town basically has a bunch of little shops, and we see a bunch of people kind of waiting for the stores to open up. So it must be maybe a touristy kind of spot, maybe a little bit.
I would assume so, since it's the most heavily populated town.
But beautiful, beautiful views. So check out what we're seeing.
So we've made it to our spot. There was a wait list, and we added ourselves to the wait list via the Yelp app. But there's also seating outside at a bar area just out at the very front of the restaurant. I mean, with a great view, I feel like there's nothing wrong with that, and it was an immediate seating if we chose the bar. And
yeah, it's beautiful weather too. It's nice and breezy, so.
And they offer freshly squeezed fruit juices, and today's special is pineapple and watermelon. So let's give this a try. Ooh.
Yeah, you can tell it's watermelon without anything. Like there's no added sugar, there's nothing to it. It's just the watermelon juice, so it's very fresh.
Pure tasting juice for sure.
Yeah.
My pineapple is nice and sweet.
Okay, so the food has arrived. What did you end up getting?
So I ended up getting the sampler special, which comes with 2 eggs cooked any way that you want, 3 pieces of bacon, and then I can choose between a pancake or French toast, but I decided to go with the pancake because I heard the pancakes here were pretty massive, and they're very big indeed. And I chose a pancake flavor of macadamia nut with some coconut syrup.
Yes. And what I ended up getting was the coconut French toast, which basically has pieces of coconut sprinkled on top with powdered sugar. The French toast is kind of thick. It's kind of as thick as I would say maybe like Texas toast is. And then what I went ahead and did is just put some coconut syrup on top of it as well, just to kind of see what that tastes like.
Oh yeah, and I did forget, my sampler special also comes with some fruit, whatever is in season. And currently right now, if you could believe it, pineapple is in season.
Yeah. So we're just going to go ahead and start digging on in and see how it goes.
Let's go. All right, here we are. So I put some coconut syrup, like I said. I have some pieces of macadamia nut. Here we go.
It looks very fluffy. Yep.
It is very fluffy, for sure. And then you get the texture of the pieces of macadamia nut.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And you can taste that macadamia nut is nice and buttery.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
And then that coconut syrup.
Yeah, how's the coconut syrup?
It's very good, and it's actually not too sweet, which is nice.
That's good.
How's yours?
So I'm going to taste the French toast without the coconut syrup. It's just the powdered sugar and the pieces of coconut. Okay. So it's very fluffy. I would say, yeah, it has the same size and kind of texture as the Texas toast. You get those little bites and those little chews of the coconut, a little bit of powdered sugar. I would say if you don't like putting syrup on top of your French toast, just, some people like different things. You could probably just eat it just like that. It has a very subtle sweetness to the bread as well, so yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, not too bad.
So now, I'm going to go ahead and try it with some of that coconut syrup. Okay. Now I see what you're talking about, the subtleness. It's not that sweet at all. It doesn't feel regretful for eating it like syrup would. Yeah, it's really light. And just kind of elevates the flavor of the French toast overall. So I like it. It's good.
Yeah, and I mean, if I wasn't in Hawaii, I guess I would have never really thought about having pancakes with nuts.
Yeah.
But I mean, when in Hawaii, you can't really go wrong with macadamia nuts.
No.
And they're just sprinkled lightly over the top of the pancake. It's not cooked in the pancake, and it's not all over. So if you're just wanting to see what it tastes like, it's something definitely that you could order. And if you find out that macadamias are not your type of thing, it's really not a bad choice, because you could just push the macadamia nuts to the side.
Yeah. Which is kind of cool. I like that. They're not baked straight in. really like that coconut syrup.
It's like super subtle in the sweetness, but not overpowering with its flavor.
Yeah. Because sometimes I find syrup to just be just a little too much. Of course, I'm more of a savory person when it comes to breakfast. So I thought I would try the French toast, but this is not bad at all. It doesn't give you that regretful bite like, regular syrup would do that.
Okay, guys, so in that sampler special, I also got some eggs and bacon, and I did ask for my eggs cooked over medium, which they came out exactly that way. Just go ahead and give them a try. Simple, basic fried egg, and then the bacon, they're thin.
But crunchy, yeah.
But super crunchy.
Yeah, I like my bacon nice and crunchy. I'm not a fan of the flappy bacon. I like it crunchy. Yeah, and like Michelle said, the eggs are perfectly cooked, which is good. Because, sometimes you'll order your eggs a specific way and they don't come that way, so they kind of, not good. But, yep, perfectly cooked.
A good addition to a good breakfast.
Oh, definitely. I have to agree.
We should also try the fruit, which the seasonal fruit is pineapple. Here we go.
And grab some of that.
Perfectly sweet. Definitely super fresh too, right?
Yeah. I would not expect pineapple to not taste great here in Hawaii. It's huge here. And it's always so fresh tasting. It always has a little bit of a snap to it. Yeah, I really like pineapple. It's very good.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and polish this off.
Yep.
Stay tuned.
Yep.
So we finally made it. I think this is the highest point, but we took the drive up to Waimea Canyon, which is, from what we heard from people, almost like the Grand Canyon here in Hawaii. And I will tell you that it was a little bit nerve-wracking. It is one lane in each direction, and the lanes are very narrow, going all the way up this canyon. So I am hoping that the views will be stunning.
Yeah, if the juice is worth the squeeze. There was a lot of places where there were blind turns and people are just whipping around the corners and stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, this is not the place for that, man. I am terrified of heights. So I'm already at like level 10. So I was like, oh no. Oh no. But yes, we're here. So now we're going to go and check out the view. There's a ton of lookout points, but we wanted to go to the very, very top, which, you know, it is what it is. So let's go and check out the view.
Yep, let's go. Amazing.
Yes, the juice was worth the squeeze. The views were beautiful, but man, are you way up here.
Yeah, so we went to 2 lookout points.
Yeah.
One, I can't remember the name, I'll put it down here, and then the actual Waimea Canyon lookout point. The one that is a little bit higher, it's kind of more like a compact view,
Yeah.
but when you go to the one that's the actual Waimea Canyon lookout, it's expansive, the view.
Yeah, I think the Waimea one is way better. You see a whole lot more. I think what somebody else was saying there is that you can actually, at the other lookout, see the length of the canyon versus at Waimea, you see like the width of it. And so I think that's a way better lookout spot if you're going to end up eventually coming out here.
But I mean, if you have the time, you're here in Kauai, definitely if you're not afraid of heights,
Yeah.
definitely check it out because the views are absolutely amazing. It is literally almost like a more greenery, lush Grand Canyon.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, obviously the color differences between the Grand Canyon and this, but it's just, yeah, like Michelle said, just a very green, luscious Grand Canyon. Beautiful, beautiful views. Road is very windy. So just take your time. You know, plenty of people that are driving up here, they're just taking their time. Do the exact same thing. There's no way to rush. There's no reason. You'll get up here eventually. Just take your time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So now I need to go get something to calm my nerves. So we're going to
Check out a few other views.
Make our way down the White Hill and back down.
Back down to sea level.
Yeah, back down to sea level.
So stay tuned.
Yeah. All right, that was a long day.
Yeah, as you guys can see, we are back in our condo here in Oahu.
Yes.
And I have to say that our day trip to Kauai was definitely eventful and beautiful.
Yes, I didn't know what to expect. That was my first time going there. I heard that it was the greener island. And I have to agree, as you saw in the photos and videos and everything that we took, it's very lush over there.
Yeah, and that's why, again, it's known as the Garden Isle.
Mm-hmm.
So we started off when we landed in Lihue Airport, which is almost, I would say, in the westward side. Well, basically on the west side, or the windward side of the island. We started there, and then we trekked up, I would say, 20 minutes to Kapa'a. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that correctly. Don't come after me if I didn't. But we decided to check out Kapa'a
because it was one of the towns in Kauai that's known for its shopping, like eclectic shopping, stores, etc. And we checked out the views there. But unfortunately, because it was Sunday and it was still early, a lot of the shops were still closed. But, you guys saw we did check out quite a few.
Yeah, it is what it is. It's Sunday. And, in Hawaii in general, there's like certain days that certain places are just closed and they're not open. So Sunday was one of those days. But there was a ton of like little cute boutique shops all over that space that we went to. So, maybe we need to take another day trip eventually when we come back to go check those places out.
Yep. So then from there, we trekked down a little bit further south, heading towards the east side of the island, or almost like the eastern part. And then we trekked towards the center because we ended up, as you guys saw, in Waimea, Waimea Canyon.
Yes. And I have a huge fear of heights. So going up there and seeing some of the vistas was a little, I'm not going to say much, but it was just kind of heightening my senses, but it was totally worth it because, again, of the views. So it's kind of like the views got me a little weird, but then the views also were amazing. So it was worth it.
Yeah, we made it to the Waimea Canyon lookout, which was absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
That particular lookout gives you kind of like a perpendicular view of the canyon, spread out from left to right.
Yeah.
And then we continued, because I guess it didn't end, we continued to trek to the next lookout point. And the next lookout point, I think it was, I'm going to put that information here, but I think it was Pu'uhinahina lookout. And that gives you like a parallel view of the canyon. And then unfortunately, by that point, I mean, I know Jose said he's fearful of heights. I was a little scared myself because of the narrowness of the roads, because it's one lane in each direction. We kind of said, you know what, this is good. I think this is good. I think we saw what we needed to see. But unfortunately, we had a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
If we had gone one more lookout further, we would have reached the last remaining lookout, which would have given us the opportunity to see the actual Nepali coast, some of the mountain ridges of the Nepali coastline, which you're perfect, from what we understand, the perfect way to view it is literally by boat. But obviously, we decided to do a day trip, so we didn't have time to check out the coastline from a boat.
Yeah. But either way, both of those lookouts I thought were beautiful. It really showed you just how the terrain looked and how vast it was. I've never been to the Grand Canyon, so it's kind of like my first kind of view of something like that. Like Michelle did say, that roads are a bit windy, and there is several areas in the actual trip that like you have really blind curves. And so what I mean by that is you don't see the car coming around the corner until it comes around the corner. And so it's a little, I'm not going to say treacherous, but it's a little uneasy. But as long as you drive slow, take your time, you'll be fine.
Yeah, so again, it was absolutely stunning to see Waimea Canyon and what Mother Nature has done throughout the years to, give you what you see today.
Yeah.
So, and then from there, we actually also went to go find 2 homes that my family used to live at when we were when they were in Kauai, and we actually found that the 2 homes still are intact in their original location and everything, which was absolutely, it was just so neat to see. Like the last time I had been here in Kauai, I was probably in the 2nd or 3rd grade, and that was the last time that I saw these homes. So to be able to see them after all this time and know that they still are standing, it was really neat.
Yeah. It's just I feel like the island of Kauai is just a kind of a different feel than obviously here where we're currently at right now. But you have just the same beautiful views of just beautiful water and vistas as amazing as where we're at currently in Oahu. So it's like, it's worth going out there for a day trip or even a couple days. I mean, there's quite a few things that you can do that it would be really difficult to fit it all in one day. So you could probably do a couple days out there and just really have a lot of fun.
Yeah. I mean, overall, it was, again, a very beautiful day trip.
Mm-hmm.
So we definitely recommend that if you're already in Oahu, take the quick 20-minute flight over to Kauai and see what that island has to offer, because it is definitely a completely different feel than here in Oahu. It's definitely less of a hustle and bustle as Oahu has.
Yeah. And so, but yeah, I mean, we're hoping that you enjoyed kind of the day trip and the stuff that we did film. If you do have a chance, if you do come to Hawaii, I would definitely say to go to Kauai as well, to see the greenery, to see the difference, to get the different vibe. And it is worth checking out for sure.
Yep.
Personally, my first time, it was great. I liked it. I enjoyed it. So, yeah, if you enjoyed the content, please do us a favor and go down there and hit that big old red subscribe button. It helps to build our community here on YouTube, as well as go down there and hit that notification bell. It just drops you a nice little notification letting you know that we drop new content.
And then, guys, while you're already down there, hitting that subscribe button, because it is free. Also, go ahead, hit that like button.
Yes.
And then comment down below. Have you had the opportunity to visit Kauai before? And what was your favorite part about it? And then don't forget to follow us on our Instagram, Michelle Jose Food and Travel.
Yes. And then obviously any of the stuff that we did show off in the video, whether it was WAIMEA or whatever the case is, there's going to be links in the description, kind of just giving you some more information. So if you're interested, go check out those links.
All right, guys. Until the next time.
Until the next time.
Bye.